Madden Nation, S. Gibbs here for another exciting edition. It is not your den. It is not my den, but it is the Mad Den, aka the Laser Show, the internet's most passionate show about John Madden NFL 12 football 2012. I repeated that twice. Show number 130. I hope last week you enjoyed the 5-part series on the 5 sets for success for offensive purposes in Madden. This week we're going to dive into the 5 sets for success, but now we're going to talk about defense. Today should be a big show for everyone out there. Today's topic is run defense. It's the first of the 5 sets of success on defense. Our first one is going to be focusing on effective run defense, and that's what we're going to show you today. What we like to use is a 46 normal cover 3. It doesn't have to be 46, but it has to be, we like a cover 3. And the reason behind that cover 3 is the fact that you can play 9 defenders in the box. We call it a cover 2 invert. And the reason behind that is the deep seat, the defensive backs and the weaks on the sidelines are dropping into deep zones in a stock cover 3. And then the deep safety, one of the safeties, free safety or strong safety, is going to drop and play another deep third part of the field. So what happens is if we shade the safeties in using the shade defensive coverage audible, we can shade the safeties in so that they both split the halves of the field. And then we use the deep safety, whoever was in that deep coverage, we pull him up into the box, if you will. Let's take it, for example, say a 4-6. In that 4-6, you're going to have 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, and then you have a safety up in support, your strong safety. So that's 8 defenders in the box, plus that user defender that's in the box, and that creates 9 defenders in the box area to help it defend against the run. Now let's take a normal running formation. You might run into like a strong close, or you might run into an I formation normal. Say I form normal, you have 5 offensive linemen, and then you have 1 tight end and 1 fullback. If you add those guys together, that gives you 7 offensive blockers to block for your to block the defenders that are coming after the running back. Now, a quarterback doesn't count because he obviously does not block. He hands the ball off and gets out of the way. The halfback, he receives the ball, so he is a guy that goes one-on-one against the defenders. So that means we have a 9 versus 7 matchup. We have 2 defenders free. What that means is we can keep outside containment, force the run back up the middle of the field to one of our defenders, and that's what's important about the cover 3, aka the cover 2 invert. It doesn't have to be from the 46. It can be from literally any formation. You can do it from dime. You can do it from quarters. You can do it from nickel. You can do it from 4-3. You can do it from 3-4. Doesn't matter what it is. It just, we need to call upon a cover 3, shade the safeties in, and use the safety in the box. We make some other couple adjustments to this run defense to help aid in pass protection, but you can take a look at where that is over on our 46 defensive guy, which has actually been getting rave reviews all over the place in terms of the success. Guys on Twitter always tell me it's been very effective. A guy that uses Oakland Raiders, I love it a lot. 46 speed, bringing major heat. We also break down at least 6 minutes or so in there talking about the run defense, breaking things down. We'll get to that today in the show, but again, that's just check it out, PremiumMadden.com if you're interested. Take a look. But the 46 is my favorite formation just because it has that safety already up in the box. You don't have to manually move them in, which just helps save time when you're making your setups. But also what's really important too about the 46 is that you have the versatility between a speed package and a normal package. And that is clutch. That's crucial. It allows you to go in between pass coverage as well as run coverage. It gives you flexibility in your scheme, but you can still run your scheme, same all setups and all things like that, but it just allows you to be able to have the flexibility to be able to say, hey, it's a running situation, I'm going to get my beef on the field. Hey, it's a passing situation, I'm going to get my guys that can cover it on the field. So that's what we like about that. The question of the day last week on show 129, so yeah, obviously it's show 130. You see this here? See that? I'm not happy about it. The New England Patriots fell. Tom Brady, lights out, 21-0, threw 4 interceptions in the second half. I don't even know what to say. It was so disheartening. I know you can say two bobbled picks. Understand that, one off a helmet, one off Danny Woodhead's hands. It was just. It's the first time in a long time I've just been really really upset about a game. I wasn't responding to people. I wasn't talking to people on Twitter. People were sending messages to me. I was upset. I just didn't even. I couldn't talk. I didn't know what was going on. What I still don't understand is why the Patriots had to burn a timeout at the end of the game. Belichick, whatever. I don't know if it was like a delay of game. I don't know what it was, but they had to call extra timeout, which really gave him no chance. Also, what else I don't understand is that why don't you just let Fred Jackson get in the end zone on that screen? I mean, let him go. There's no reason to tackle him there. He's already going to be at the 1. Just let him get in the end zone. It was the first time they decided to tackle anybody all day, and then he gets in. I don't know. It just, there goes the season. I was at the Big E, which is the coolest thing on the planet. The Big E. It's like a huge fair in my hometown state, Massachusetts. Pretty much the coolest thing of all time. And I'm checking the updates, fantasy football, that stuff. 21-0. I literally go 19-0. Next thing you know, and then I come back. I get home in the fourth quarter, and we're losing. I didn't know what to say. I'm not happy about it, but life goes on. We're playing the Raiders next week. It'll be interesting to see my big game team, the Raiders, play an actual game against my real team, the Patriots. So we'll have to check and see how that goes. Excited for that matchup. Real excited about that. I'm also really excited about this week with the run defense. We're going to show you man zone blitzes, an X factor on defense. It's going to be a good show. Question of the day though today: what do you struggle against the most on defense? Where are you struggling on D? Can you not bring pressure? Can you not stop the run? Do you not play enough man defense? Do you not have coverage defense? What are you struggling? What formation on offense gives you trouble? I want to hear about that so we can break it down in later shows this week. But let's get our ever so popular Zoomy Zoom on. It's not even really a Zoomy Zoom anymore. It's more like a pass the buck type scenario. But let's see. Camera looks good. Alright, so let's talk about that 46 cover tray. Now, let's take a look at a basic run formation. We'll take a look at inside zone. Excuse me there. Inside zone. 46 cover 3. Remember I talked about before. Now, I'm going to leave this up here. And you can see the outside defensive backs. Bingo. Bango. And then the deep safety. Bongo. Now, you see how they're playing the deep cover 3. Now, a standard cover 2, let's talk about that. So you have a standard cover 2, which, is the same in theory as the inverted cover 3. Cover 2. So here, the outside defensive backs are playing short, shallow zones on the outside. Now, here's where the problem comes into play. They typically will not jump inside and help play run support. They will on the outside. So if you run a toss out here, they'll be in good position to stop the run. But anything inside, they, generally speaking, do not get over quick enough to help support the run inside. So, what that means is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenders to run against to stop the run. And the offense has 5 offensive linemen, 1 tight end, and 1 fullback to block. So that means it's a 7-on-7 matchup. And that means if everyone on the offense does their job, blocking all those 7 defenders, then the running back should have a clear lane to get up in the middle of the field and run the ball. And then the deep safeties will be responsible. So let's just take a look. Snap throw. Does everyone get on their man? Everyone got on their man in that situation besides the weak side linebacker. Let's go back instant replay. So you can see inside linebacker, weak side I mean. So everyone did their job. And where we get a double team. So we had a double team on the tight end. If there was no double team on that tight end there, and the fullback, or actually the guard picked him, if the guard picked him up and the fullback picked him up, literally we would have had room to run. Let's flip the play. Let me just let playmaker the run and call that again. So this time let's see if we can get that this time hat on a hat situation. Oh, he made a great play. Let's try that again. There you go. Flip the play. Let's see if we can get that matchup we want. Oh, for whatever reason let's go. I just want to see what's happening there. Looks like that guy, the fullback's just not picking him up. They're double teaming again. Let's try and cater it to what we're looking for. This is more so what we're looking to. Say a 7-man front that you'd see like a 4-3, right? So here you have, that's the 4-3. Here's that run situation we're looking for. Run up the middle of the field. He falls forward for 5 yards. Again, the weak side end, no one touched on him. But again, look at, we had a hat on everybody. And what that happens is, that means that as long as our halfback can make a play like he did there, fall forward, he's going to pick up 5 yards. So the defense has 2 defenders deep. They have 3 defenders over the middle of the field and 2 defenders covering the flat, rushing 4. Let's take a look at what happens when you play inverted cover 2. So when you play an inverted cover 2, we shade the safeties in. As you can see, we just did there, which is, again, I hit Y, and I flick down on the right stick. That shades the safeties in. Next, what I do is, again, I usually the deep safety up in the middle of the box, like so. Now, we have our outside cornerbacks playing deep coverage. And look what we have here now. Now we have still 2 defenders in the flat. We have 3 defenders short. So it's the same type of coverage as cover 2. But just because, what we did is we played an invert. So instead of having our deep coverage start out deep, our deep coverage is going to start shallow and start on the sidelines. But by doing that, we actually gain 2 extra defenders to play up in the box. So look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 defenders now playing in the short middle of the field. Okay, so we have 9 defenders in the box, and what that means is we have a 2-man advantage in the run game. So here's the run again. As you can see, that free defender, that's what we're talking about there. There's a free defender right in the path of Arian Foster. Right there. Look, right there. Where's he going to go? Where's Foster going? There's a free defender right there. We'll show you that again. Here's the cover 3. Shade it in. Again, you have 7 seconds. Keep that in mind. You have 7 seconds between every play to set your defense up. So here it is again. Here's the dive. Here's that free defender. Comes in and makes a big play. So the idea, what you're trying to do is you're trying to create situations. And also what's important to know about what we're doing here is we have the ability to keep outside containment. So what I mean by that is this defender right here, I want you to notice one important thing. Runs breaking out wide are oftentimes the biggest thing that crush our run defense. I can't go outside here because this defender's there. He is making me go back and fight through traffic and get tough yards. Also on this side, notice how he's free over here. He's not going to let me get outside. I have to go and I have to match up, be a man, be a tough running back, and fight through for all the yards I can get. I follow my blockers here, get caught behind a guy, and get hit stick by Patrick Willis. So that's another key element of the inverted cover 2, which I believe is the best way to play run defense in Madden. Let me show that one more time. And remember, this idea is all about creating numbers at the box. You have a 9-on-7 advantage. Here it is again. If I try and go outside, as you can see, that I get blown up going out towards that outside there because that defender is stealing off the edge. I can't get the angle I want. I want to cut that ball outside there as much as I can, but then he keeps him going out there, and then because he has the outside containment, my free linebacker is able to go on the outside, makes me cut back up the inside. I cut back in, and then I get blown up with the ball. Now, what else is also important to know, what we have in the 46D guide on PremiumMadden.com, is we make some major adjustments to this play to help aid in pass protection, so that even if it's a pass, even if it is a play action and you get fooled by the play action, you will still be in great run pass support to be able to play the pass. And that's the biggest and the most important flexible option about this run defense that you can have. Real quick, I'm just going to show you how it doesn't have to be the 46 formation. Let's play a nickel 2-4-5, play a cover 3. Same scenario, same theory. Here it is again, shade the safeties in. Create that balance. As you can see, look, exactly the same. So it's a cover 3. Here's the same scenario, outside support. Look, if you go outside, what happens? Because you have the outside containment, you force the run inside, force the halfback to pick up tough yards. If they break a run through all that muck, Godspeed, good for them. But again, you're not letting outside, you're forcing the run up the middle of the field. Guys, show number 130. I have a feeling like last year, a couple shows. Last year, I believe it was show 37. for last year. It was maybe my favorite show and a lot of people's favorite show. I think show 130 this year is going to be that show for Madden 12. This is an important show. Learn how to play this run defense. You can see it on the camera right here, right now. 9 guys in the box, stopping the run. PrimaMadden.com 46D guide will show you how to play pass support from this same run defense. A few key minor adjustments. And I hope you guys like this show. As always, a whole lot of you. And the littlest, tiniest, teeny-weeny part of me, only a little bit of me, we're changing the Madden community, guys. One snap at a time.